Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and a good night. We, as always, we're gonna continue some more Slay the Princess. Yay, with Pristine Cut, of course, Pristine Cut. So, I guess as a recap, if we will, last time now if I remember correctly, we encountered, oh, here we go. Actually, we could just go by the timestamps right here. Right here. We lost last Sunday on the 10th, I believe. Yes, okay. So last time, from here, we encountered the witch, which led us into the wild. I forget what she was called, though, because we chose to trust her. And she was a whole, like, messed up wire or something. I'm really not too sure still. And as we progressed, for the first time ever for me, I encountered the beast. Was that her name? From the beast, we entered the den. There she is. And then I think we wrapped it off with the tower. Yep, there she is in all her beautiful, beautiful glory. So, I guess we shall resume from this path here, from the tower. So that's 3 vessels, I believe. So I think we can get 1 or 2 more vessels. So from this logic, what I have not encountered yet, the Nightmare, Thorn, Argraze, Razor. I think that's all of them. I might be missing a princess here, but there's so many princesses. So, we're just gonna... Let's see. We'll just silently continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning.
Oh gosh.
Before you go
it's
any
hard to
further.
remember what I haven't gotten.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Daisy?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We shall proceed. Now, at the very least, I think I know how to trigger Nightmare at least, so we're gonna go for her first.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I was about to skip a whole line right there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And... God, why? That's the first thing I see. Hi, Debergy. I haven't gotten thirsty yet. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, what the heck is that going on in the corner? Hello. What is that? Whoa. What in the... Are you seeing that? What is that? What? The head bonk, huh? Huh. That's curious. What is that little thing in the corner? Yeah, as we look at this FPS kind of power suit. What? Huh. I'm not sure what's happening here, so we're just gonna... 2 seconds really fast. Boop. Oop. Okay. It'll come back, I promise. I'm confused what that little power, that FPSing in the corner was. So, as the game reloads really fast, how are we doing? Hope you had a good day. Okay. Good water. Alright. Come on. There she is. Okay. See? It's gone now. Hello, Dr. Mice. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, gosh. Well, good. I hope everyone's having... Well, we might need the good doctor to,
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult
maybe
to
perform
slay
a
the
surgery
princess
here.
and save the world without it.
Let's go.
The door to her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Whee, let's go.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. You know, I was just gonna try to walk away from this, but, you know, let's just kill her.
You're still listening to reason.
Let's start off strong.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. She's so coldly beautiful. Is
Yeah,
she
we
really a threat
might
to
need
the
to do some
world?
surgery here in a minute.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Oh.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
It's been a nice, lovely weekend. It's been, from my area, a very chilly weekend. And this bear, always tries to stay
So,
nice and warm.
You should just drop it.
Fluffy
Best
jackets and
not
all.
to risk finding out what I can do.
And I got some good ramen this weekend. Chili. Yes.
She's unarmed.
Like,
If you hesitate
Let's
now,
see.
it'll be too late. End this.
let's see, currently, where I am, it is 46 degrees. So I have my handy-dandy sweater blanket. Like a Snuggie. It's just the modern-day Snuggie is what... People don't want to call it a Snuggie, but it's all it is. And as I talk about how... let's see. 49... No. Oh wait, that was a statement, not a question. Sorry. Oof. No. Couldn't be me. We're at the lowest right now for me with 43. Anyways.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Stab.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep.
Alright,
into
Doc,
her
this is why we
heart.
needed you.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I don't know.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and
Perhaps
well.
resuscitation? You have to leave the blade in, though. She'll bleed out.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Have I clicked this? I mean, I'm kind of used to it. 53, I feel like, is a... Well, depends what area you're at, though. If you're like in a desert area, I think it's still like in the solid 60s.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
We'll check for a pulse.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Perhaps
I've
she
told
isn't
you
dead.
everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
See.
Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Well, I've acknowledged I am a SoCal girl. So Southern California. Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the
Another
entire
SoCal
world
person.
from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, What was that?
Oh, I think I remember this path.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Perhaps we might have walked by each other and we'll never know. Ooh.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse
Well,
to the
guess
ground
what,
as the
Dr. Mice,
mortally
you want me to
wounded
do,
princess twists a blade of her own
surgery.
deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? For whatever that's
Oops.
worth.
I'm sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The goal is to still try to kiss a princess, though. I'm gonna try to find one I can kiss. Ooh. Oh, not this one.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Double homicide.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Honestly, Slay the Princess is a lot of that. Let's see. She's gonna kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out
Cheated.
of nowhere and stab us again.
You'll never know.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You never know.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
That is correct, cheated.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Yeah. And you know what? This upcoming year, I do plan on going to Anime Expo. I have a groupie cosplay every year, so we're gonna cosplay. Proceed. We're not gonna let him ramble on.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
If you want to go, my word of advice, honestly, it is expensive.
It couldn't be
But-
more on the money. But we're really doing this,
As soon as the
aren't we?
cheated's done.
I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
It is expensive, but if you get an area and hotel block, oh my god, it makes traveling to and from so much easier. Oh yeah. Nah, we usually go for the whole 4, but man, hotel block is expensive, but was it worth it? I mean, SoCal is a big area though. There's so many counties you'd have to go through.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Let's go. What a coinkadink. So do I.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as
Reader.
shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Huh. I never noticed how funky this table is.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You know what? Have I been approaching the mirror? I don't remember. We're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
You know, one day, honestly,
There
one
was
day
a mirror
is
a
enough
second
to
ago.
explore Anime Expo.
Now it's gone.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
For me, without traffic, maybe a 2.5 hour drive. With traffic, forget it. It can be up to 3. Take the blade.
You take
I remember the
blade from
razor
table.
very well.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Look at that. Neighbors are speaking. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
The splinter hallway.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Now take an imaginary shot for that, because he says that so many times.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Definitely not chains.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess
that's
comes
nice.
into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Gotta make a lot of freeway changes, so that's nice.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
I forgot how unsettling the razor is, honestly. I think because there is a lack of detail for her. She's creepy. No, not creepy. Unsettling, I guess, would be the better word here.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Let's see. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Sure. I see the nervous sweats. You know, also a valid reason, though. Really?
Okay, I could have sworn
Her name is the
we
Razor.
didn't
Let that
mention
sink
stabbing
in.
anyone to death.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious.
That's not a
coming
face you
down
can
here, but
trust.
doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
I don't know about that. That's the face of a killer if I've ever seen one.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who
If the princess
is
did that, we'd be
armed?
dead.
You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
You know, I feel like the voice of the skeptic would be better here rather than cheated. Okay. What are you gonna do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Uh-huh.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
So, are we saying we should trust her and approach? That's what it sounded like we should do. Shall I approach her? Or actually, here, you know what? Here, we'll save right here. Because we have two options. We could leave. We have three options we could try here. So we're gonna try that I can fix her approach.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach.
It's a face you can trust.
You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first, then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Yeah? Sure you can fix that? Her?
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything
Well.
goes dark, and you die.
Are we content? We can...
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Good luck.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just... I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh boy.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, hunted.
Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
No.
Can't be right, that's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
There's only a mirror.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick.
If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
That's the narrator's job, after all.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
That's how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
I still wonder about that.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the base.
Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, she's closer to us now. Whoa. Oh, she's closer now. That's your first thought?
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
You know, there's speculation. I mean, I think there's minimal lore to the mirror, but even now I still don't quite understand the significance of it.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
It's important. That's true, but I just don't quite understand why to this day.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin.
But we shall
there
return to the mirror
mattered.
topic when we reach a certain point.
The past isn't real.
In case
It's
anyone's
only
new
here and
to this.
now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, wait. Let's try that. Aw. Yes. This chapter was called The Arms Race. All these ideas suck. Think of something else.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment,
Oops.
she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Well, I thought that was gonna...
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Yes?
Oh, no, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's
Oops.
all we'll ever be.
Oh.
Dead, 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 dead.
Okay, I think your text is technically blocking it, but if you kind of peek the corner here, top left, you can kind of see the forward arrows are blacked out, meaning I have not encountered this yet.
Stop saying dead, all of you.
And now I have.
We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This makes 4.
This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Her teeth are getting increasingly sharp.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Okay.
Okay, whatever we do gets us
Passion
another
gets-
us. Let's
Okay.
see how many we can stack. There's got as long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
We might.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay. I hydrated with tea, and now I still hydrate with water. Okay, and here's my proof. There, though. Got the whistle. There's my hydration proof.
Okay, plan now.
No, definitely not on a... Certainly not before a work day. I need my sanity. Alright, done and done. We're gonna try flirting. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpired.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
I love this moon. Not if it knocks me out for a couple hours.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Oh gosh. To actually make streaming a job, you have to be like... You really have to be lucky to be able to pull that off. Nah, for me, this is just a nice little hobby. Sure, the ads get me like a couple cents, but I'm not trying to like... I mean, it's a pipe dream to try to monetize as a full-time career, but that's a tricky thing to do.
Then you skewer yourself.
Actually, she looks really cool in the shot. Wait, this looks like we stabbed ourselves, though. The blade is pointing to us.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee.
I've only seen a peso like 2 times in my life. Wow. Was this always the art? She looks cool.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Hello, hi there, Reaper. You came up for the arms race, so, no.
Okay, let's go again.
In, more ways than one, I suppose. Or a heated romantic battle.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
As her teeth become increasingly bigger.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need.
Alright.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Woo! Yeah, and we're dead. We're dead.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die?
Oh god, almost all the
Don't want us
voices
to
are here.
accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I still have forgiven you for what you did in one of the routes, but you're still one of my favorites.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Ah, there she is in all her insane glory.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
In the Razor's case, no. There's no good ending with her, per se. There's a lot of different paths we could take. So, there are... I think with just with just chapter 2s, there's 18 paths we could find in, I believe. Let's see, on the top of my head. The Nightmare, the Razor, the Tower, Adversary, the Witch, Thorn, Wild, Spectre, the Grey Drowned, the Grey Burned, the Stranger. Yeah, there's a lot. So, we have a thorny path with a TH, but not a horny path. But let's just keep in mind, this is page 35. I'm sure, maybe it's a mod, but we're on page 35, meaning we've been through a lot of paths. Woo. There's a lot. So yeah. I saved, right? I did save? Yes, I did. There she is. Okay.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even.
Well, that's
I
what...
like that.
Well, there's rule 34 for that. Oh. My personal favorite? I adore the Thorn and Happily Ever After Damsel. The one I am thirsty for is Tower and Apotheosis.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I...
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah, me too.
I think I speak for all of us when I say
Oh, opportunist.
that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting
I
into
forgot
red
her
rings
face
of raw
distorts.
meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts.
I forgot her face distorts like that.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
I present one question. Smash or pass?
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit.
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
That's why I love you, Smitten.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Zero hesitation.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Well, she's got a heart.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done.
Me?
Forget it.
You know, I think it's probably for me a pass. I like providing affection, like hand holding and such, and I think I'd get a lot of razor cuts trying to hold her hand.
All right, sir.
Forget it.
All right, sir.
Okay.
All right.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
You too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Okay. You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You know, I'm not surprised there aren't a lot of mods, though. Inherently by itself, this game, fucking masterpiece. Ouch. Gosh, are we... I think we're decaying this one, or withered? Silence, you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Unraveled. Oops. Unraveled. Unraveled. Wait. Have I seen unraveled before? Okay. Oh, I think this is the last time we'll be here. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. No, I listen to the soundtrack of this game religiously when I do homework. I think this is movement 4. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Oh, now that makes sense now.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You know what? That's in a way, a very pleasant number, actually, for this particular game. I'm not upset about that. Some people might be mad we're attempting to look up Rule 34, but I am a woman honest of my desires and curiosities. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Alright, touche. Wait, thoughts on this vessel? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Let's see. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? The vessels have one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually. Oh. Was this always a question? Oh. Whoa. Were these always options before? I mean, why not? He does, and when I fight him, I'm going to kill him.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. No. I'm ready to go back. Last time.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Yeah, there we go. Everything goes dark and you die. One last time! Oh. Okay. Water.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why? I haven't thirsted! Why? I'm stretching. I am in fact stretching. And I cracked my neck. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, my headset. Ah! I did it again! I'll get legs one day. Oh no, it happened again. Hello. Well, I guess it doesn't affect the stream too much. Yeah, me too. I think I cracked my back since I zoomed out that far.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh hey, this thing appeared again. Look at that. Ooh. Maybe I can tuck this away. Can I tuck this away somewhere? Nope. Okay, you can stay right. Actually, you know what? That's gonna bother me. Here's what we did last time. Beep. Trust me. I don't know why that's been happening. And then we just... Oh, well. I kind of went too far already. Hang on. I just did a reset on the game. Ooh. Yeah. I do not have legs. This model does not have legs. Ah, well. Doesn't take us that long to pop back in.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Huh. Let's see. Whatever. Yeah. So I made a... Actually, you know what? I made a short on YouTube specifically about the fact that I don't have legs.
You make your way
It's kind of fun,
up the
isn't
short
it?
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Spooky.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you.
Alright. I'll tell you what. Since this is the final vessel before we go into the big,
The interior
big
of the
bad,
cabin is almost
the big finale
entirely
here.
bare.
Again.
The air, the blade.
I'll let you guys decide. Blade or no blade? No, I have not played Coffin. I have not. Blade? Okay. Let's see. Anyone else got opinions? If not, we're just gonna let Dr. Mice just guide us here. I think we're going Blade. I'll save it just in case. Alright. Blade it shall be. Shing.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
And we've heard this before. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Huh. Let's see. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Sure.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What are we thinking? Tighten your grip or drop it? Because I am inclined to drop it, considering we just killed her straight away last time. Okay. We'll work fast.
Blade
Sorry.
tumbles out
I know what I just
trembling
said, but...
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Okay, I'm glad we were agreed on the drop part.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a hot minute before we get
Against
to the
your
end,
better
though.
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no
Alright.
reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the
No.
blade on the floor.
Let's see what our final
So
path shall
here
be.
we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Here's my game plan. I think, and I said I'd let you guys guide it, but the one thing we haven't done is walk away. So, let's talk for a bit, and then we'll just leave her down here.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
I still don't know about that.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Been there, done that.
She is. I'm sure.
I don't think that's an option though, but here, let's see if this does anything. Okay, you've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
And I feel like, I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
No.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Well,
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she?
no, we're sticking to the plan of locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay, I remember which path this leads to now.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
I mean, you could.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
Now that inclines what your taste in women is, Dr. Mice. That begs the question, I
You
mean.
put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Ah, there she is.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
I respect that. I respect that a lot.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down
Oh,
one
hi,
by
princess.
one.
I'm starting to miss the specter.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll never know. Oops.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Well, she's hellbent on killing us, so...
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark,
and you die.
and you die.
Yeah, last round. We end with the ghost.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to
Slay her. Let's see. She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
The classic antagonist.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Actually, what if I try turning around? Beep. She's not the only ghost girl, for the record.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, well, I could try. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different
We're gonna let him
questions,
talk this
but
time.
Fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment.
If you have an appointment, you better do that.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your
Go to that
solution is to
appointment.
send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess? Or do you want the princess to slay us?
Have a good day or night, Reaper.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
Yes, I'm glad you remembered though. Get to it.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Currently there's no way.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or
I don't
do you
think
think that
people
the
exist.
princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us?
I don't know about an isekai with this.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
I mean, baby? Let's go.
A warning. She
She'll
will
lie,
lie.
she'll
I don't think
cheat.
lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
I guess that's true, huh?
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Okay. Whatever. Let's go see the nightmare.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
Oh yeah, I
almost
forgot about these
featureless.
guys.
The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its
Hello.
side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There was
It's
a
just
door.
an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
It's
I'm
tempting.
going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay. We're gonna skip the mirror. We're just gonna take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It
And
would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without
let's
a
say
weapon.
goodbye to our ghost friends, yeah? There's one here. And, bloop. They're over here, too. Boop. Welcome back, chat.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Let's say goodbye to our ghost friends.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Well,
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
goodbye.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Oh, the eyes look more weird now. Oh, they didn't look like this. I mean, their eyes before, but they look... Maybe they... Am I crazy? I feel like they look different now. Ew.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Let's see. It's been a while since we've been here. Let's see.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force.
That's alright.
Why did you do that?
I forgot he
What
wouldn't
did
let
you
us
think
actually
would
jump
happen?
off. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, it just cut off all the rest of the dialogue options. Crazy.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks,
Left or right?
suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not.
Right,
Somebody
tidy.
needs to be the voice of reason.
Okay, we're
here,
gonna
and
go
it
right.
certainly isn't you. Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
We're going
I
right.
wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, I think that answers that question. Great.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Ah, there you are, my dear.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think!
Alright, we're just gonna... Boop.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I've been blind this whole time. I didn't realize her skin is decayed. I thought she just had, like, extra, like a black sheath mesh thing on her skin. I think that's actually her skin. Oh.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As
Oh,
your
boy.
blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
You get near her, she's literally gonna kill you with her presence.
Liver. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves, heart. She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
Goodness.
If I want to see you die, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath.
Keep us alive, paranoid.
Fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, you're back. Lungs,
One
liver,
moment,
nerves,
and
heart,
then you're
lungs,
gone.
liver,
Just
nerves,
like
heart, lungs,
that.
liver,
Ah,
heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves. She pulls away. Liver,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
liver,
I've already done that.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Ooh,
heart,
I've never tried running before.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I'm gonna try running.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor thing. Wrong choice.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
Maybe.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Hello.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your
boy.
existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely
Oh, I
soul
forgot how
is lonely
trippy this
again.
was.
Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I know. I'll see you soon. You'll know what would do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Huh? Oh. Ow. That's bright. Moment of clarity.
On a path in new shit. What was that? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. You should know about the princess. Please Not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay... We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
Don't even know at this point with her.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Wait, how many voices are there? Cold, paranoid, opportunist?
We can't be unfeeling.
Hunted.
Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do.
Oh.
We've already tried everything.
It's all of them.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think... Oh gosh. Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Huh. This is the first one, I think... Oh gosh, besides maybe the den, the voices are genuinely freaked out.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Wait, I don't remember some of this dialogue.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Wait. Gosh, in this situation... Wait. We're asking the narrator's question?
Many times.
Oh.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at
I
all.
don't think this was an option before.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
I still don't like you.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
I guess we'll just... I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
Rude?
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Okay.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
And then...
But eventually, you do make it to the
Come
cabin.
here.
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
Whoopsie daisy.
And he always makes it go. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts.
Okay.
There is no mirror. You know
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always
Tree
give
floaty
too much
trees.
space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach the... And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are.
exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep
They're
Move
part
it.
of me, though.
Or you could just give up.
Approach.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Probably this one, honestly. Right? Yeah, I think it's actually her. This one, in my opinion.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed. I have no other
Proceed.
option.
Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
I got no other options.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
I don't know.
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
Oh, look, our blade.
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein.
Actually, I take back my answer.
Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
The nightmare, or actually, this is moment of clarity. She is crazy, but maybe the gray drowned is probably the craziest one.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching
My
us.
princess.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks
Oh,
closer.
her face looks different this time. Ugh! I don't like that I can do that. I don't like I can do that. That wasn't a thing before. Ugh. Okay, that makes it way more unsettling.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Oh, that is very unsettling that I can do that. Ugh.
Closer.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
I genuinely don't like that. Oh.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
You know, even if I wanted to decline a resistor, I don't think I can.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But that was something new, or is it just dull and jaded memory? There is no ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle. Tender, even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
I don't remember her mask breaking before.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way,
and it's over.
And that's the end.
Where's her mask?
I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so
Her
tired.
mask didn't break last time. Does that mean anything? The princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
What did I do that her mask broke? Oh god. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost.
That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Well,
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
yeah.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Well, how about that? As you step forward towards the mirror once more, its secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't.
Alright.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Good night, voices. Silence as you reach forward, the ground once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, we meet the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting images into the glass. Hang on, I messed that up. Let me try that again. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So, this is why the mirror was important. I don't think I don't think the narrator realized it. This is just purely my food for thought. I feel like the mirror was just the narrator's unconscious way of keeping us in check. But yeah, this is the narrator. This crow man. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it?
You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Let's see. Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Let's see. What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
So, if that didn't quite make sense, essentially the narrator has placed us into this box type of thing. He's the one who's been making us loop again and again and again. Unconsciously, in a way. Let's see. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Let's see. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many.
Yeah.
Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him.
Essentially limbo.
Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Whenever I've tried getting answers out of you before, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you suddenly being so open?
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Oh, that's a new one. I don't work the way of the... Wait, I don't work the way a living being does? Not anymore? Am I not a living being?
You never were. You are the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. For a time, this construct could help you approximate being alive, confining your mind to a single reality. But you've experienced far too many lives for it to work much longer.
Surprise! We are this big void of nothingness. We're the embodiment of that. I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
You did
Soon
this
I'll
to
be
me.
gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Let's see. What's the final thing we can ask him, I think? Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Okay. So, we're gonna see the reason why we collect vessels, y'all. As a final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. Nascent? Nascent? And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Alright. Welcome to the finale.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Correct. Because there was technically infinite choices on different paths we can take. Thus, there are so many princesses. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Let's see. I could just leave with her, but I feel like that's too easy. If I let you out, an entire world ends for... Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice. There's so many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
I still don't know what happened to her mask.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
You know, I've never tried any of these ones. I've always explored the vessels. So, but never I've actually just tried going through... Let me try exploring. Yeah. I've never picked any of these options before. Let's see. You act as though the world can't exist without you. Oh, wait. No. I don't like that. You speak about life and death and change stagnation, but that isn't what any of this is about this. God, how do I address this vessel? I don't know. You speak about life and death and change stagnation.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
This torrent of blades catching from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
On a different note. Ouch.
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
Ooh, red text! Red text! Ooh, I did rise far above you, and I am far above you still. I will destroy you now as I destroyed you then.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Ooh, I'm making note of that. Because apparently if I can get enough red text, I can actually win.
You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. The very ground beneath your feet loses its meaning. There is nothing but me.
My queen.
When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose to accept me, to allow me to burn away all doubt, and turn you into an instrument of my divine will. You accepted that I was everything, and together we found our purpose. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
Damn, no red text. Ooh. We were so close to freedom. It was you who stopped us from escaping.
We weren't ready for it then, but we are now. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
Oh. I don't think she ever spoke in this path, actually. Or at least not as the den. Huh. I can hear her voice now. Also, her eyes look creepy.
But we had a dance unfinished, and you had questions in need of answers. And in the cold starlight you found them. Fear reflected in the eyes of that which terrified you.
Even the cruelest of monsters are not unworthy of sympathy. Within me, nothing is beyond redemption. Together we dug through hell, and together we found our freedom.
I've never... This is the first time I've encountered this vessel in this argument, so let's see. Are you so sure of yourself that you think the world would stop without you? What else? Let's see. I get it, there's no peace defined. I am not surrendering. I could, but I don't want to. Thank you for saving us.
The only thanks you need to give is both our freedoms. Leave with me.
Oh. Ew. Gosh, what to do? Well, let's try leaving and we can come back.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Okay. So this is one of two ways we can end this. Or one of 3? 4? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of a construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
See, we finally broke the little box that the narrator put us in, essentially. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. Oh! Oh, that's a new animation. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Your bouncing is throwing me off reading. I'm sorry. You're beautiful, but your bouncing is throwing me off. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yay, we got one ending. Ah. Yay. There's so many language translations. Okay. Oh, there's so many. Oh, hey! I saw 3 YouTubers I like on there. Yeah. Woo! And there we go. That's one of 2-3 endings we can get. To my understanding, that red text apparently can grant you another new ending that was included in Pristine Cut. But I think I need to actually land 4 red texts. And so far, I only know 2 paths that allow me that. Which, there's a lot of princesses. I've almost got them all. Almost. Let's see, this was the adversary, the tower, specter, nightmare, our little psycho razor, the beast, the witch, stranger, the prisoner, the damsel. There's something here. I just don't know what that is. Okay, but let's... This time, we're not gonna surrender to her.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you
I've almost got all the princess waifus.
The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
So that's what we look like in this one. Weird.
Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of
This
truth.
is a web.
Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing.
All things are connected through me and through you. To harm me is to harm yourself, is to harm everything. The truth.
Oops. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Can I slay her right here? I've never actually tried. I can't. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry.
Well, then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Or I thought the voices weren't allowed here.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Alright. So bright. But that's not new.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah, since there's princesses outside the windows.
Do you need me to describe things?
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. I don't know. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Describe the cabin to me.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're going to need that blade.
Blade or no blade? I mean, I didn't take a blade last time. Yeah, I didn't take the blade last time.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Enter.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us. One more time, before you kill me.
No, I changed my mind. I don't want to. I changed my mind.
No blade it is. Have you given up on slaying her? The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Okay, I feel better.
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us. One more time, before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down
And
the
down we
stairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
You don't have a weapon. Do you really want to kill me? Because you don't have to.
Sit with her. I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
No, I'm sorry too. We've done a lot to each other. Like, a lot. But I still like you. And hopefully you still like me.
She's still so pretty.
We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that,
Let's see. What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
That's way too kind for her.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
It's so good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
None of this was really fair for either of us.
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
I only wanted to slay you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you don't want to kill me anymore. But what do we do now?
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I don't know. I don't know where to go, but as long as it's not here or not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new.
That's terrifying, but yeah, I think I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's...
Good night,
just
Bergie.
two
We're
of you.
about to end it here, honestly. Once we finish this last ending, we're calling it. Let's see. Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Bye, hero. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. Yeah. Oh. Oh my. Hello. Oh well. Wow. Thank you. Hello. Welcome in, you raiders. We're reaching a very emotional and crucial point. Thank you, LMAO. Welcome in, thank you. We're reaching a very emotional moment here. I hope it was a good stream. Was it LMAO? Yes. I hope your stream went really well. So I hope you enjoyed this little conclusion we've reached for Slay the Princess once again. Why the tentacles, Dr. Why the tentacles? Gosh, okay. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. Yeah, I guess that's touche. Oh, I've slain the princess? Oh, good. I hope you oh my god, I hope you loved it. My first playthrough was like 3 months ago. So to have Pristine Cut come out like 2 months after I finished streaming this, like, oh fuck yeah. But yeah. I'm proud of myself. I'm not crying over this. Every time I got here, I cried. You can sense a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in a long time in her short existence. I can't read. Okay, I'm a little emotional still. Good. Good. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows it, yet she still is. Oh, the first few times I cried. I'm okay right now, though. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Yes. Every time I see the I love you, I want to cry.
I love you too.
No! Oh man, I said I wouldn't cry, and here I am tearing up. That's what makes it a love story. Oh, thank you. Thank you, that's very nice of you to say. But, I guess as I try not to cry, an introduction is in order. If Luna, Polar Bear, is me. I am the Polar Bear VTuber. I mean, and I guess in terms of types of games, I don't have a particular type. I do like visual novels, that's for sure. And I'm not quite sure what Hollow Knight is considered as, but I'm starting to dig that type of game too. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Oh, God. I was gonna wrap it up, but we could start a whole new path again. We still have 4 more paths we haven't gotten in the new Pristine Cut. Metroidvania? What? Metroidvania? What is that even supposed to mean? Metroid. Oh, got it. Okay, I a little bit advanced. Okay. Okay. We could look at the memories to see where we've gotten thus far, but LMAO, it was your first run through ever. If I click the memories, I don't know if it'd count as spoilers, but we could peruse a little bit, or I could just start a new path. We got 30-40 pages worth of loads. Oh goodness. Plus, there's some paths I haven't reached yet in terms of Pristine Cut. No, I shall spare you then. I'll bleep in, I'll go in for 2 seconds and then I'll come back out. I just want to see what I missed. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I know which ones I need. Right? Okay, there's that one. I think I know that one. I know these two. Got it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I was gonna wrap it, but let's go for a little longer, yeah? We'll see if we can try to get 1 or 2 paths in.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
And since we all came from Slay the Princess streams, shall we skip the formalities with the narrator and just go to the cabin? Should we just head to the cabin? Okay. Let's see. The only way was that very end with the mirror, if on a technicality. I think that's truly, truly the only way.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, hey, but at least we have someone to explore the scenery for us. If we let the hero tell us everything surrounding us, he would tell us it's a cabin. There's the sky and there's trees, and there's a trail leading to the cabin, is how I think the hero would narrate for us.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, we shall proceed. And this time, I'm not going to touch mirrors.
The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade.
Yep, we're gonna... I think last time... I mean, the hero is probably the most true of the voices, if you will. A neutral voice. But I think I took the blade almost every time. So... Itchy.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
See? Take an imaginary shot for that. Oh. Okay. Okay. I just cracked my back. Okay, I guess I needed that, didn't I? Thank you. Okay. Water it is, because my cinnamon tea has become too spiced. Thank you. I forgot to take out the tea bag. It's okay. I have been drinking water in between.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
I'm gonna consume more water now.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
You know what? Yeah, I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hello, you beauty.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you.
You know, we don't ever see the princess in color. And this is just me. I've always imagined her with, like, the gingery, like, very light ginger hair. Not blonde, but that just that tinge of orange is what I've always imagined her with. I don't know why. She looks like she'd be a light-headed ginger.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No, but we can talk.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Wait a minute. Oh. I didn't notice that before. That's capitalized. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Water first. Okay. Good water. And another stretch. Hello, bestie testy. I guess I shall crack my neck again. Let's see if I don't spaz out again. Okay, that's one. Ooh. Hopefully I don't spaz. Okay. Alright. Task successful. Oh, that's a cute email. I like it. I don't think I can go as fast as it though. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Let's see. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Let's talk about it.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
It could be a possibility. So is Princess your name? No.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Yeah, I think at this point, a lot of people... I think this game is growing in unpopularity. I barely heard this game a couple months ago, actually. So my first playthroughs were September, October, somewhere in that frame. Because right as I finished my first, actual playthrough, the Pristine Cut announcement came out, and I was super hyped. But, just without spoiling anything, there's a lot of pages we've been through. And back forward. So, yeah, we've had our share. Oopsie daisy. Oh, how is that? That sounds fun. I don't know. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. I butchered that.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Perhaps.
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't actually think you're dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
I think you do need a TV.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
Oh, I love when I get the great arrows.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
The red pandas are very cute.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
You know, that really never matters, actually. I won't kill you, but... I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm gonna get you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
I killed her. She's always beautiful. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. I'd absolutely help her in a heartbeat.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the
always
princess
help
to
her.
the wall and give them a tug.
I mean, my first playthrough, I was hell-bent on not killing her.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Right?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I mean, she is really pretty, but as a matter of fact, you come into this, you don't know anything about her, and she poses no threat. So, I don't believe she'd kill anyone. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Boo.
Is someone else here?
Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yeah. Your turn.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Well, good luck trying to bust the door down.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Anyone who's queasy, look away.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I will never not shudder.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
It is indeed.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I've never seen Saw, and it's not that I don't mind the action of like seeing all the blood in the bone. I just don't like the idea of it piercing skin.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
And despite that, she's still beautiful.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
As always, Warren.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Here we go. Here's this.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Oh, she's so pretty.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Ew.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Yeah,
But you aren't dead yet.
that's what makes her beautiful.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Well,
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
alright, here we go.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Well, we are a hero.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Well, about that.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, my beloved. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay.
Okay. No.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yep.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Well, spitting.
Our beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I'm just. I knew I was missing pages. Can I? Can I?
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save
I'm just
her.
curious.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I don't think it's wrong, but I've never tried. I've never tried. Quietly continue down the path. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try it.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
I do love. I'm gonna keep trying, though.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Was that arrow always there? Am I blind?
Wait,
Oh.
something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we?
Yeah, oh! Oh my! We got 2 raids! Hello, Cyber Mermaid! Dang it, I was planning on raiding you! Sadly, we did not get the chance to kiss a princess. I was planning on raiding you! But welcome to I've done something. I'm not quite sure what I've done, but I've done something. I have to see everything that's in Pristine Cut. I hope your raid went well, Cyber Mermaid, by the way. That I can remember. I might have done this, but I don't remember, but I'm confused. But I hope your raid went well.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. I'm done.
Oh. Okay. Bye. Oh, sorry, the stream. I hope the stream ran well. I'm just confused. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds, undulations, pulse louder as something other comes close. There's hands! The feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Hi. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think I was that obvious about it. I didn't think I was that obvious. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Blue Boring and... Blue Boring. Thank you. I can read your whole name. I'm sorry. Blue Boring. Thank you. Hi. I am completely sober. Thank you very much. I'm not taking swigs out of the mead today. I go to work tomorrow. I need my strength. Unfortunately. Maybe fortunately for this game. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. Ew. I need something shaped like... I don't like the wording of that. Definitely not. Ooh. What do I pick? Embrace the thoughts constricting you? Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Do I do it too frequently? I worry about that sometimes, but it's kind of fun though. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Ugh.
You're on a path.
Okay. So... I'm just gonna... I suppose I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. It's true. That was a thing. There's a bunch
A
of
warning
feelers
before you go any further.
around the screen.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Can I do that again?
Don't believe a word she says.
Can I do that again?
We
Is that a
already
one-time
told
thing?
you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Definitely. 38, but some people are fresh to this game, so I'm just gonna skim and see if I glance a hand. Oh yeah, see, my first play was September. That's when I first started playing this, so that was right. I don't see any hands like that around the screen. I think that really was my first time. What? Can I do that again?
I think
do I
we've
do that
already
again?
been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Or I've simply forgotten one of the two.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded
Oh, I love this music. I really, really do.
The blade is
Oh,
your
oops.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this
I
right.
skipped dialogue. I said I wasn't touching the mirror this time. So just gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I am about to commit a cruel
I
act.
suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Okay. We're just enter the basement. We're gonna ignore the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an
Oh shoot, I forget. Every time he's mid-talking, I cut him off. Let's see if I can read like him. Okay, the door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You always say that, won't you?
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
And the soundtrack is something I'm considering playing at my own.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Well then, what an elegant, dungeon with gold-trimmed carpets.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
And, like I said, I'm about to commit a heinous act.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
I saved her last time, but I have to commit
Did you
this
hear
act.
that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed her. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
and you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I'm mentally prepping myself to do this.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I'm sorry.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I saw my memories. I know what must be done.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you!
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
I feel sick.
Sorry.
Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived,
That's true.
and you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
I'm pretty sure it's what I wanted, unfortunately. It must be done.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and
Rash. The only rash decision we've
Smitten will
made
let you.
was running our cursed blade through her heart.
Remain silent.
Really? You're not going to say anything?
No.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this.
Yeah.
What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes
Yeah.
dark, and you die.
Okay. It's cruel, but this was needed.
You're on a path in the woods.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
You know, I'm realizing how committed the Smitten really is, actually. Sure, there was one brute we could have taken. We took that. I realized it, but this should have been the sign prior to that. Correct. Not the new damsel 3. We've encountered her, but based on my memories, we need this damsel. Which, you know, is cruel that I had to kill her. I really didn't want to. Pristine Blade is love pristine.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Yeah, we did.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
Yeah. I mean, she just let us, though, which is what makes it more sad. She's just like, okay, I guess I'll die now.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too. If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
The Smitten would do really good with the tower.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are. So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our third.
Oh.
What gave
Oh,
it
thank
away?
you. Thank you.
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
It is not an obligation, though. It is there for the sake of being there. But thank you. Seriously, I appreciate it.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
No, it makes sense, though. Thank you. I suppose in the agony of killing the damsel, it is very valid.
Why not? You've already done it twice. It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I do cry a lot, though. Oh, that one's foreshadowing.
I'll make you feel
Thank you.
what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting.
Most of my emotes
I'd
were made
love
from
to see you
the same
try.
person, but the bears are made from they're made from different people, the bears.
Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too.
No, that I just cry very easily. Like yes, there's my little the bear attacks. But yesterday I was watching Dun Dun Dun. I think I said it right. That recent episode killed me. It killed me. It took me a while before I could actually eat because I was sobbing aggressively.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
That's all I'm saying then. It made me sob. Aggressively. But take it as you will. I don't know how people's emotional tolerance is. I am what you call a crybaby. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually, and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Yeah, so I mean, if there's any games that give me a good cry, I'll always do the good cry games.
Again, he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see.
No. I've heard of it, but I've never actually played it. I've heard of it, though. It sounds familiar.
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
I'm gonna put that on my list of games, because I've gotten a lot of recommendations since we've finished Corpse Party. I'm looking to rinse our mouths and just play something else to give us a break. Because there is a sequel and I want to, but, you know, we all need to rinse. Bye, I'm done with this. Let's try.
Can't run from your consequences forever. One way or another, you'll have to face what you've done.
Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Oh, lots of games have made me cry.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up at the cabin, but
Oh.
everything is getting
Ooh.
fuzzy.
I got another one. So this can happen again.
What's going on?
Is it the same?
Of
Wait,
course.
wait. Hang on. Yeah, it's the hands again. Oh. Okay, but time. It's like this. So if I kept with this path, continued with the damsel again, and then I could have gotten the hands again, I could have gotten more. With it, I think it's the same, right? I'll just play through the dialogue. Resistance, the glass surface, frustration, and dust fools you. Okay, yeah, we got this one. Actually, can I embrace? I think I woke up. Abandon? But I think did I embrace last time? I don't remember. Let's try. Oh, wait, oops. Ah, fail. Okay. But.
You're on a path.
Boop, boop. I don't. Oh. Yes. I didn't save it technically, but I know how to do it now, I think, so.
I'm sure you've already heard my words.
But I know
of warning
currently,
one of your past lives.
I'm trying to fill up the memory book.
You've already managed to slay her once, just
It's gonna.
don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh, we'll muck
posture.
it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
That I know about that. But I know that we do have some people in here who are experiencing Slay the Princess for first times too.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything.
So I'm trying not
but
to spoil
I
too
really
much.
don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
But you know, for the amount of times I've played this again, I didn't think I'd find something new. But the hands are something new.
Yes.
So we're
Having
gonna
all
have to try it
those
again.
feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
Regardless, though, I try not to spoil it.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
And you know, finally, almost 2-3 hours later, I am barely getting hot in the Snuggie.
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
Snuggie getting too warm.
I don't know. I just exist. And that this is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Wait, are the clouds moving? Oh yeah, I think they are actually. Oh. I don't think I noticed that before. Correct. We're supposed to be, especially now that it's getting colder, we have to bundle up and store our food more than ever. So I have like 7 bags of chips in my cupboards, all different varieties. Let's see, I have Lay's Limon, the Lay's Chili Limon, Hot Cheeto Fries, regular Hot Cheetos, the extra hot Cheetos, Cool Ranch Doritos, and just the regular tortilla chips. I really like chips. It's my guilty snack. I love Lay's too.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle.
Hello, my dear.
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
I've never tried the Taki Crisps. I know for the extra hot Cheetos, they stain my fingers really bad, so I eat them with chopsticks.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined
Hello.
against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
Yep, in my true Hispanic nature, I must eat hot chip with lime. It's the best way. You know, it's a bit tricky, but it does work. I just have to pour it into a bowl because I can't stick the chopsticks in the actual bag.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it.
Especially since I tend to buy the party-size bags.
The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
Nope.
Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
That's the way you gotta do it, though. I'm not as thrilled as chamoy as an adult now, but I still like the lime, though. See, I will too, and that's why I pour my chips in a little snack bowl, because I will devour the bag as well.
Maybe it's
They're so
gone because
good.
we've already killed her with it.
Meanwhile, I'm on the chip side of the snack spectrum. My fiance will hound down candy in a heartbeat. I've never seen someone eat so much candy before.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
I like salty. I like my sweets, but there's certain sweets I don't like. I got sick of Swedish fish after eating them every day in high school for 4 years straight because he'd bring me the Swedish fish.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is
I'm
gone, but
traumatized
you're going to
from
have to
Swedish
find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her.
Come on.
Think you're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Gosh, I haven't had them in so many years, I couldn't tell you what they taste like anymore. I cannot tell you what they taste like. It's been too long, I don't remember.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off.
Wipe it.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
I mean, my default for sweets, always the Reese's peanut butter cups. My favorite. My favorite.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
No way left to go but down. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
Ooh, what kind? Uh-oh. Ah. What kind of nuts, actually? I'm curious.
Even the blaze of
Don't
the
say
torches
D's
can't
nuts.
penetrate the odorless air.
I'm not a fool for that one again.
As if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs.
Oh my god, I didn't even see her.
Face
Oops.
veiled in shadow.
Hi. I was so busy looking at the bottom of the stairs, I won't lie, that I did not pay attention to her. Because I knew I was going to get set up for it when I asked, so I just set myself up for it. Oh yeah, spicy ones are good.
There she is again.
My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
I'm sorry about last time. Are we good?
You receive no response.
Yeah, figured.
Do you think she's upset with
Probably.
us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
No, but I've gotten caught with many other jokes. Unfortunately.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Proceed. Let's see her.
As you descend the final step, the form
right.
of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor.
Sorry.
Her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up.
I had no choice. I must fill the memory book.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
It was a necessary evil.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Yes, true love's kiss.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad.
We didn't get a kiss of princess today, but we got to see a lot of other princesses.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems like
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
Okay, I'm getting cold again. So I just covered my legs with the Snuggie. Oh no. Alright, I'm better.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
You know, that applies to me too, so I have to wear socks when I sleep now, because it's getting too cold.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the
Oh boy, here we go.
stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
Oh boy.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Oh boy. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. You gave me so much to think about. And it's all going to be over soon. It's all going to be better.
You're crazy. Could never. I'm a spoiled little bear. I like staying warm, especially in winter.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm.
Oh my god. Live action roleplay.
We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do and fast.
I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Nah, this is paradise. Rush for... I'm gonna burn.
It's okay. I'm going to burn too. And then we won't hurt anymore.
She's right about the last part. Burning doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't think cosplaying is the same thing, but LARPing, I've always wanted to work.
The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now.
Can I kiss her?
I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good. I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed?
I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
I'm going to. Rush for the... Why'd you close the door?
Because I wanted to be with you. I don't want you to leave.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us.
Yeah, in a bad way.
She just has a unique way of expressing things.
The flames lick at your form, stripping layers of you away, causing your skin to blister and pop and crisp. As you burn, the princess glides to your side, her ghostly form blackening as she too succumbs.
Hi, princess. Oops, did I zoom out again?
This is terrible. We're going to die.
Hi, princess.
I'd savor this feeling if I were you. Soon enough, we won't have nerves.
And we'll get to die with her. After what you made us do last time, this is as sweet an end as we could hope for.
Oh, we're missing is the kiss. Sorry, I couldn't help that one. You know, yeah, close enough.
She clutches you close to her chest, her eyes bright and her smile wide with manic affection, watching as the flames take you away. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad.
But somehow, nothing is so much worse.
You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
Maybe.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
At least.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Yeah, we do get a romantic ending. Till death do us part, quite literally, like you said. Bye, princess. Okay, beside your best efforts.
She's gone. And there's that.
La-da-da, the narrator is gone.
He is. He was never going to outlast us.
A villain vanquished.
I think we're supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
We'll be fine. You approach the mirror. Silence has reached forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed. God, this princess I feel like is the most unique, because it's the only one we truly get any coloration.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
You know what though? I forget the channel's name, but I've been seeing a Slay the Princess gameplay where I think it's a therapist playing it. It's so interesting to see the laws of psychology being placed into this game. It's cool, but oh gosh, I forget his name, but it's neat.
This one is passion betrayed.
Yeah, there you go.
But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
It's my first time ever encountering him, but man, I like his content for sure. Oh, I have to look up what that game is.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me,
No.
and part of me is her.
Really? Oh, that's neat. I mean, I'd never heard of Slay the Princess until I heard this from my mod, so... But were you always a princess, or are you just making... Actually, can I say nothing? Oh, okay, I'm fine. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
The more and more I come loop into the long quiet with these and hear the answers again, the more it makes more sense each time. I don't know. I'm a person?
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let's see. Basically, it's more of a conventional. Oh! That's cool, actually. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Oh.
And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I mean, just gauge my skills in Hollow Knight and then you tell me. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a...
Okay. That's it for me. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it, because we could keep going to get 4 more vessels, but that'll definitely take us time. So, I think that's where we shall end it. Yeah, bedtime for Nuna. The transition? Is that what you mean by stinger? That's the first time I heard the word used. Thank you. I think that means transition, but yeah, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mice. I will get some good rest. But, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being with me. Whether you're part of our raiding parties, or you were with me from the beginning, or, you know, any midpoint, really. Thanks for just hanging out. As we slayed and maybe hugged a princess. But, I mentioned this, but I'll say it again. No stream this Wednesday. Since we finished Corpse Party, we're gonna spare a Wednesday to just chill out. Rinse ourselves of the game. I think by then, I'll at least have a poll to put up on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, to kind of, like the games I definitely want to play, and then we'll put a poll to see what the people say, as always. I love making polls, they're fun. And then Friday, we shall return for Hollow Knight. Am I drinking again? We'll see. We'll see how the week plays out, how I feel that day. But I think that's all the words I've got. That being said, thank you everyone again. There's a player versus player mod. What? How do you even do that? Huh. That's cool. I'll have to look into that. Okay. It's okay. But, alrighty. Will do. As always, I hope everyone has a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see everyone on Friday for Hollow Knight. Have a good night, everyone.